So there's this wild moment in the Bible where Jesus takes Peter, James, and John up this high mountain, just the four of them. And up there, something amazing happens. Jesus suddenly starts glowing. His face shines like the sun. His clothes turn bright white. Then out of nowhere, Moses and Elijah show up. Today I'm not talking about that part. What I want to focus on is what happened after that moment, because that's where it gets real. So Peter, being Peter, he's overwhelmed and starts talking. He's like, Jesus, this is awesome. Let me build 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, one for Elijah. Like he wants to capture the moment, keep it going. But before he can even finish talking, this cloud comes in and covers them, a thick one. And out of that cloud comes a voice, God's voice. And here's what he says. Matthew 17, verse 5. This is my son, whom I love. Listen to him. Not look at him. Not, talk about him. But listen to him. That's huge. Then suddenly Moses and Elijah are gone. The cloud's gone. It's just Jesus standing there. That moment was all about showing the disciples that Jesus is the one they need to focus on now. The disciples fall face down, terrified. I mean, think about it. You just saw your teacher glow, talk to 2 legends from the past, and then hear the actual voice of God? Yeah, I'd hit the ground too. But Jesus walks over, touches them, and says, get up. Don't be afraid. That's the kind of Savior he is. Not just powerful, but gentle too. Now check this out. As they're walking down the mountain, Jesus tells them something strange. He says, don't tell anyone what you saw until the Son of Man rises from the dead. Mark 9 verse 9 says, they kept the matter to themselves, discussing what rising from the dead meant. So even though they just saw something mind-blowing, they didn't fully get what Jesus meant. They were still trying to figure it all out. And that's kind of comforting, right? Like, even the disciples had moments where they didn't understand, but they obeyed. They listened, even if they didn't totally get the big picture yet. God didn't say, understand him. He said, listen to him. He didn't say, explain everything perfectly. Just listen. Sometimes we want signs, big moments, mountaintop experiences. But what really matters is what we do after the mountain. When we go back down into normal life, are we still listening to Jesus? Are we still following him? Because that's what the disciples had to do. They saw something amazing, and then they had to go back down, stay quiet, and just trust. So here's the takeaway. Jesus is God's Son. He's the one we're supposed to follow, trust, and obey, even